Surprise, motherfucker!
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with an update. It's been a few days. I've had this up for like 24 hours or so. I've had the Avengers Gameverse Abomination Build-A-Figure wave in for maybe 4 days or something like that after I waited over a week for a 2-day priority mailing. I guess USPS is pretty backed up, and I'm a little behind on Legends in general, but shout out to my man Pendelos Muertos for making this, scoring these for me, making this possible. Rage here was probably the one that I cared about the most from this wave. I don't know. I'm definitely interested in completing the old school New Warriors team, and he was a key part of that. And hey, it's a black character, you know, I'm always going to throw up the black fist and celebrate the minorities and superhero-dom, I guess, if that's a word. But yeah, this is actually a pretty damn nice figure. My only gripe probably would be maybe some more hands and a different, more neutral face. But this guy came out really nice. Nice ode to the old school, I guess, sort of classic costume. And a couple of days before this, I was working on some Deadpool shots, the Mezco Deadpool. I had originally did a shot with Deadpool in the apartment for like $420. I think I showed that in another video, and it wasn't really enough like props and garbage and stuff around, so I added more and took more shots and got probably the best shot. I saw a comment from my man David Wilson. I said that it wasn't like enough sort of like wild, crazy stuff on the floor, and that's probably true, but overall, I do like the way the shot came out, and it was an overhead angle similar to this here, and I was cool with that. And then I did another shot with the Red Pool, Deadpool, and Cable porting in a portal. Maybe I'll have a C-side of that. Somebody had asked me about that, but I used the portal from the S.H.F. Doctor Strange, I think from the first Doctor Strange movie, came with a portal. The deluxe version came with like a little portal, and I set that up, and I put like a piece of paper behind it of a printed sun, and then I shined a lot of bright light on that sun, and it kind of looked like the portal was really lit. Added a couple of little cutouts and accessories and props and stuff to the front of the Doctor Strange portal, and I think that looked good. And I took some shots. I put up a shot in the A.C.B.A group, and I put up another shot on Instagram, and then I took a couple of more shots after that, and I think my final shots were probably the best. Usually that's what I do. I'll show the very final shots that I'm most happy with here on YouTube, and you know, there'll be some other variants floating around on the various social media platforms. And yeah, man, I've been working on this, like I said, for 24 hours or so. These are all WWE bodies, if I'm not mistaken, with 2 Legends heads. One head from the WWE dude I kept as is, even though I had originally popped off the head, the one that actually says pop back there. But you can see I have his eye kind of just peeking through the O, and a couple of cutouts. This took quite a while to kind of angle the cutouts in the right way, so it's not too much light showing up on them, and they don't look like paper, I guess. They kind of like blend in with the scene at the right angle. So shooting video now. Hopefully my pictures are showing up okay. I want to shoot a setup for each one of the characters, I guess, from the Gameverse wave, at least the comic-based characters. I passed on Cap because he didn't come with the Build-A-Figure part. I didn't feel like I needed that. I'm gonna actually be reworking my detolfs, which are all set up now with just around the Legends Build-A-Figures for the most part. There are some regular single-carded figures in there with the Build-A-Figures, but my detolfs for my Legends is pretty much just set up around all of the Build-A-Figures. Like you guys know, I do collect all of the BAFs, whether they're movie or comic based or what. So maybe I'll show that once I clean that up a little bit. I'll be wiping down the shelves and stuff like that and just rearranging over the next week or so. And yeah, maybe something else will get squeezed into this episode. I don't know. Alright, I want to try to squeeze this in here real quick. So I did a shot a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month or so back, with Demogoblin when I first built this particular BAF, but I wanted to revisit another shot with him because I actually picked up some cloth cloaks. So shout out to my man James Whitfield 5815 off of Instagram. His wife Cynthia, big shout out to her. Thank you so much. Made 3 cloaks for me. So she did one for Demogoblin here. As you can see, it does have bendy wire in it. It is very well done in my opinion. You know I'm not a big fan of putting the cloth clothing on Legends unless it's a cape or a cloak or a hood or something like that, something simple. But everything was reasonably priced and very good quality. I'm really happy with this one. But she gave me one for Demogoblin, one for Dr. Doom, and one for Mysterio. So I will be getting around to doing some shots with those other figures, those other characters, and messing around with the cloaks. But I've been just sitting here messing around with this for like 2 hours actually before I actually started shooting any shots. But once again, shout out to James, shout out to Cynthia, thank you so much. We'll be getting quite a bit of mileage out of these, and yeah, you guys stay tuned for me to showcase the other 2. I'll actually show this a bit more, sort of like a little mini review, I guess, in another video. But yeah, a link will pop up, I guess, so you can hit him up, and if you wanted to get something done, wanted his wife to do something for you, then I guess you guys could work that out. Alright, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.